up a minute. Did I just hear what I thought I heard? Klint Kubiak basically confirmed that he's coming to Las Vegas.
What does the future look like as a head coach in this league for you? Because it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's up to God, and we're gonna enjoy tonight. Yeah.
So no answers on the network.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, you guys know I'm going to Las Vegas, so I'm fired up about it. But tonight, one more for one more night. Hell yeah, I'm going. Of course I'm going. Yeah.
Let's flippin' go, baby, man. I know this is one thing that I was worried about after the Super Bowl, whether or not Klint Kubiak was going to come to the Las Vegas Raiders. I know that they agreed to terms of becoming the next head coach, but until we had a verbal confirmation, I wasn't going to believe it. And shout out to Stacey Dales after the Super Bowl. Klint Kubiak basically told everybody that he's still going to come to Las Vegas. Of course, he's going to go and celebrate the win with his team. Rightfully so. They just won the freaking Super Bowl. But after that, he's going to prepare to come to the Las Vegas Raiders and become the next head coach, leading this team to the future. And we can all sit here and just be happy that we got our next head coach. The Raiders gambled. They waited on the guy, and we hit. This is huge, huge news. And of course, I'm excited about it. You guys can hear the excitement in my voice because I can only imagine the future of this team, that we finally go and get a guy that everybody's been wanting and somebody that we can all get behind, especially coming off of a Super Bowl victory like they did, and seeing the offense, even though the offense wasn't perfect, they still won the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold was put in a position to go out there and win games, and he didn't go put this team on his back. Sam Darnold barely did anything out there for them to win, but what he did the most was not make any mistakes, and they also put this game on K9's back. And looking at the way they played this game kind of makes me excited for the Raiders' future, because we can rely on Ashton Jeanty to be the bell cow running back for this team, for a young guy like Fernando Mendoza, who we're not going to expect to do a lot moving forward. I mean, if he goes out there and wins games and throws up 200 plus yards, then so be it. But as long as he goes out there and doesn't make any mistakes, then we should be good, and the future of the Raiders should be bright, and we should all be excited about this news. So with the confetti falling down and just Klint Kubiak and the rest of that team, embracing their victory, JSN got a little moment with him after the game, knowing that it's going to be the last time he gets to see Klint Kubiak. And even Mike McDonald had some nice things to say on Klint Kubiak, saying that they basically wouldn't be where they're at today without him in the offense.
Klint Kubiak, your offensive coordinator, he just said to our Stacey Dales, hey, man, everybody know I'm probably going to Vegas. What has he meant to you guys individually?
I'll take it. I mean, I'm really happy for Klint. Without him, we obviously we wouldn't be here, but just what a phenomenal team play. Like, just being bought into what we wanted to create, bringing that to the offense every day. And that, like these guys, just so steadfast in his approach. It's team first, and that's what I appreciate about him. He's obviously a brilliant mind. He's a great coach. Our whole offensive staff has done a great job.
So as of right now, the Raiders got their head coach, and it's only a matter of time till we see him in the silver and black and come in for that press conference. Now it's just waiting for the NFL draft. Now it's just waiting for free agency and seeing what the Raiders got to do. And one thing that I will say that the Raiders need to address, that we've all been saying all offseason long, and especially after watching this game with the New England Patriots, is building that offensive line. Our young rookie quarterback isn't going to be able to do anything if that offensive line isn't on par. And then it's getting ready for the NFL draft and going out there and getting your quarterback of the future, and Fernando Mendoza. Just seeing him out there at Radio Row and just seeing his demeanor, just, off of his college football players winning the national championship, that felt like a huge win for the Raiders. And seeing Klint Kubiak just win the Super Bowl, that's another win for the Raiders. And these are two guys coming off of two big platforms, two big wins, knowing what it takes to be winners, coming over to a franchise that hasn't won much in the past 20 plus years. So all I know is that we can expect this offense to be much better under Klint Kubiak and Fernando Mendoza. Of course, we just got to get the right pieces together, and this team will flourish. Now, I understand the other side of it, and there's a lot of fans out there that might be worried about Klint Kubiak coming off of this high, because we haven't seen him as a head coach yet, and maybe he is a better offense coordinator than he is a head coach, but this is going to be a process that we're all going to wait on, that we're all going to be patient with, or we're going to have to be patient with for the next couple of years. But as long as this team moves in the right direction, and we can all get behind this new era in Las Vegas. So, that being said, Raider Nation, how did you guys feel about this news? How did you feel when you watched that clip for the first time after the Super Bowl, man? I had to sit there and think like, yo, did he just say what I thought he said? And man, shout out to Stacey for just getting it out of Klint Kubiak, and I can't be any more excited than I am right now. But then again, this is like me almost every single year when we get a new head coach, and so on and so forth. But it feels a little different going into this new offseason. Okay, quick timeout, Raider Nation. I decided to do something a little bit fun with today's sponsor, Fanatics Live. Now, this is an app where fans buy and rip cards together 24/7 with a live on-screen host guiding the action. It's a great place to start collecting, even if you don't know too much about cards. Now, one of my favorite features in here is the instant rips. You open packs, you get your cards instantly, and you could decide whether you want to sell, trade, or have that card shipped directly to your door. You could go to your collection and the card is right there. The great thing about Fanatics Live is the fact that they'll send you an instant credit offer of 90% market value that you can spend in app. New users can get a free instant rip pack with a graded card just to try it out. Use the link down in the description below and download the app today. Now, speaking of the Super Bowl, something that you guys didn't see, I was actually there, especially performing during the halftime with Bad Bunny. I was actually one of those trees out there. You guys just didn't see me, but you know, under obligation, I just had to be behind my costume. All jokes aside, I believe that the Super Bowl was pretty boring. The game was pretty boring. The Seahawks, everybody expected the Seahawks to win this game, but they did a great job, you know, really getting to Drake May and getting to the Patriots and not allowing them to score basically anything out there. It was nothing but field goals until the end of the game. So it was boring, but, you know, shout out to Bad Bunny for, you know, keeping it a little bit alive in the halftime, which I enjoyed, even though I didn't understand any of the words that he said out there. It was definitely a vibe, and if you're from SoCal and you're around a lot of Latinos, Mexicans, and whatnot, you understand the culture that it represents. And as Samoan, it's something great to see, and hopefully one day we get to see a poly artist, you know, headline a halftime performance. Now, a name that could be joining Klint Kubiak over here in Las Vegas as the next offensive coordinator, according to many reports out there, Andrew Janocko, the Seahawks quarterback coach, is expected to be becoming the next offensive coordinator under Klint Kubiak. Now, according to a lot of reports out there, he's been with Kubiak back in Minnesota to New Orleans and now in Seattle. So he should be a guy that is definitely on the radar, and I'd be excited to have over here in Las Vegas. I think anybody that we bring in over here, I'd be excited for. I know Jim Schwartz has been a name on the defensive side of the ball, but once we put pen to paper with Klint Kubiak, then we'll start filling in all the positions there. And I feel like this only happens because Klint has a picture in place for how he wants this team ran with a certain amount of coaches. And I'm going to trust him, and I'm going to trust Tom Brady and John Spytek to make the right moves for this team moving forward. Again, Raider Nation, what are your thoughts on everything going on? What are your thoughts on this team's future? And are you excited to see not only Andrew Janocko over here, possibly, and also Klint Kubiak over here with Fernando Mendoza? And do you think that this Raiders offense could be a top 10 offense come 2026? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Until the next video, this is your boy Samoan Raider, and your boy is Yow.